Right then, welcome back. Today we are doing Race 2 Classic Endurance 750 at Cadwell Park, and we are going to use the mythical Yamaha R7. I don't think I've ever seen one in the flesh, therefore they can't possibly exist. Qualifying half a second over second place, and that is with, confession time, a hell of a lot of time spent in time trial trying to get a setup for this bike. It didn't translate across too well. Attempt 1, back end of the bike was all sorts of wrong. Wrong tyre, wrong suspension setup, ended up falling off quite a few times, down in 8th, working our way back through the field. Gap to the leader was only a couple of seconds at this point. I still had faith that I had enough natural pace on the bike to work my way through and get back to the lead and all would be well. But it didn't quite work out like that. The AI were very, very good at positioning the bikes in all the right places, meaning I really struggled to get past, or they were braking earlier than I anticipated and I was ploughing at the back of them and playing skittles. It was all sorts of wrong. We end up miles and miles and miles behind. By the time the pit stops have come and gone and everything's happened, we're the best part of a minute behind, which it was just too much. I did go to a medium rear tyre at the pit stop, which made the bike handle a bit better, seemed to give the back of the bike a bit more support, but between dodging AIs, binning it, and me just pushing too hard and falling off, it was a bit of a lost cause. So, restart. Decided to make a few changes, put a medium tyre on the rear to give me that stability and just knock the front preload down. Just one click should make the bike turn a little better and get rid of that understeer that I was fighting. The second attempt went much better. However, at the start of the race, I know Milestone have got a long list of things that they need to fix because they've released a game that wasn't finished, but they need to sort this out. Because how the AI gets off the line like that, but me on the fastest bike / most powerful bike of the selection, is beyond me. The first lap, carnage, absolute carnage. People falling off left, right and centre, just slamming up the inside here. No cares given whatsoever. It was an effort to not smash into something or someone or be forced off the track. Round to the mountain for the first time, the leader decides that he's going to get off and look at the tarmac for a little while, so we're through to first, and the plan, as always, head down, don't make any mistakes, and try and build a lead. And a lead we did. We've been going for, what, 15 minutes, 11 laps in, and the AI has still been in it. We have a 6-second lead, and hit that rider in 12th falling off just distracted me. I was thinking about what he'd done. I'm braking in the wrong place, and I'd bin it. We've still got a 5-second lead a couple of laps later, and missed my braking point again, and I'm off again. And it just seemed to start a sequence of me making daft mistakes. The lead's gone, we're down to second, and I didn't want to pit until I got a decent lead. I've still got plenty of fuel, the tyres are alright. I just wanted to get a bit of a lead. So it was a case of concentrating and trying not to make them daft mistakes. kept going for a couple of laps and we ended up with almost 2 seconds. The bike was starting to misbehave. I thought, well, pit now, leave the mediums on front and rear. Fuel wise, I've done 15 laps in just over 20 minutes, so the maximum I'm going to run is probably 13, 14 laps. I thought 75, 76% fuel was going to be enough. That's what I stuck in. I'm on power mode. I've been on power mode from the word go, and it was a case of out of the pits, head down, see where we are. I couldn't believe when I came out I was in 10th. I didn't expect that. I thought 6th or 7th at the most, but we're down in 10th and we've got a right job on. That AA rider nearly puts ourselves over the bars. It was actually the person in last place. And then we've got a massive ding dong with Kate Stewart. Some of the AI were awful, crashing all over, but she was very good, very, very good. Positioned the bike very well. I had much more pace than she did over a lap, but whenever we got to an overtaking point, she'd hold a nice tight line and then move back out onto the racing line, or she'd brake a little bit earlier and just stop me getting past. I was reluctant just to stuff it up the inside because that normally ends in tears, but there was a fair few laps of frustration here, and well, you'll see what happened. So onto the start finish straight, we get a bit of a draft. I think I'll go up the inside, miss the braking point, on the grass, and we're done. It all worked out in the end. It was a bit of a just steady yourself. Second place just decided to run out of fuel. Not a very good tactic. There's only 4 minutes left. The leader's only got 4% fuel. There was a fair chance he was going to run out, and as we came through Hall Bends, he runs out of fuel. Again, not the greatest tactic in the world for an endurance race. And that's pretty much it. Last couple of corners, 20 odd seconds over second place, plenty of gas, tyres are all alright. Bit chewy that one. 40 minutes at Cadwell is a long time. It's not the widest track in the world. It's a one-line track when you're trying to run those nice fast times. But as always, gold is gold, done is done, and we move onwards. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Ping me a like, a subscribe, hit the bell of pleasure, and all the usual stuff. stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Peace.